Okay, Pasta YouTube, it's me again with some more Syphon Filter. In the last few episodes, we finished up Rhoemer's base, and now we're going on to Rhoemer's Stronghold, because another base. With an incoming message from Markinson, because Leon unfortunately got captured. You have to find your way down to the catacombs, where Fagin is being held. Eliminate any Farcom scientists you find on the way. I want to shut down this entire operation. Our labs have prepared an antigen which fights the effects of the virus. You must stop and administer it to any human test subjects you find. The agency needs these subjects alive, so do everything in your power to ensure their safety.
My god. Syphon filter.
Yes, it's quite remarkable. A virus genetically programmable to eliminate anyone or anything. Imagine a weapon that could target specific demographics, ethnic groups, that could wipe out whole continents, except for those chosen to survive.
The outbreaks we've been tracking.
Tests, evidently. We've traced Fagin to this abandoned cathedral. According to Mara, this is Rhoemer's Stronghold, a place where he keeps prisoners. Undesirables. Alec Kabanoff runs the site for Rhoemer. It kept Fagin supplied with human test subjects for various forms of the virus. Now Fagin is being held prisoner himself, probably somewhere in the catacombs.
Has Interpol found any trace of Mara?
Since her escape, she has left a trail of dead bodies from our lab to Eastern Europe. Now, she has vanished. There is also no sign of Rhoemer. The destruction of his base has driven his entire organization underground. We have found and destroyed all Farcom labs involved in the production of the virus, but we could not find the computers they were using for the viral DNA sequencing. You have to get their location from Fagin. Your team...
I don't want a replacement for Leon.
You don't get one. I'll be taking you into the strike zone myself. Our labs have been able to synthesize a very small amount of vaccine. Give one shot to any test subjects you find. Radio me as soon as you find Fagin.
Okay, let's do it.
One more thing. You are directed to eliminate any of Rhoemer's medical personnel that get in the way.
Copy. I'll let you know when I found my way down to the ground level.
Oh boy, these missions. Just like the other ones, they're not terribly tough, just very long. This mission is part of a set of... oh god. A set of 3 or 4, I believe. There's this mission, lower level, and the catacombs. So yeah, 3 missions. Each are very long. Can I hit you from here? No, I think you're too far back. Yeah, all the missions here are pretty long. However, this one and the next one are generally just the same. Oh god. That can happen.
One more thing.
Right.
That was a mistake on my end. Apologies for that. And of course I get hit. So yeah, be careful not to fall off like I just did. Just wanted to take this guy out. It's too... oh god, I did it again. Oh my god.
Check.
If that ain't embarrassing, I don't know what is. Get this guy from here. And he still somehow spots me. Can I at least take out his friend over here? I'm panicking now. That's not good. Not good at all. As I keep trying to say, the missions are long, the objectives are the same, and because of that, And because of that, I have no armor. This is going great. What I was trying to say, this mission and the one following are effectively the exact same. Same objectives, same weapons, same everything, just different layout. Going this way. Please tell me that's flak. Sniper rifle. And I missed them too. Perfect. All the scientists have armor, and some will carry a card key, some will have weapons.
I found the first group of patients. I'm going to administer the vaccine, but I don't know if they're going to make it.
As soon as you have the site locked down, I'll order in medevac.
I think there's 2 guys that come in immediately after I help these guys, so... Or do they come now? Five left. There's actually 2 achievements, or 2 trophies you can get in this mission. One of which involves taking out somebody with a chandelier. Those are the chandeliers you can see above, up by the roof, the ceiling. So messed up right now, I can't even talk. There's another scientist here who has a card key. I believe he's back here. Yep. He's talking to a guy. And a chandelier here. Trophy. However, doing that does take away the armor. There is a PK, not a PK, an armor raider up here, I believe. However, getting too close or grabbing the box itself, I don't want to say summons a guy, but... Oh, there's Flak Jacket. I thought it was an armor reader. Oh well, I will gladly take it. I needed it. There's another darkened room that has a... that has an armor reader. The second trophy, though, shattering one of those test tubes creates toxic gas, like a gas grenade, which you can do to take out enemies that are running around, but it's really not the best tactic to use, since it's a bit unreliable, I want to say. But in case you find a use for it, you can do that as well. But just be mindful that if enemies are firing at you, they can do the same thing back to you. I think he was holding a PK, so get some ammo for that. The next guy with a card key is back over here. So I was wrong the first time. Because this mission and the next one are the same, I do tend to get a bit mixed up on where everything is in terms of the location. So I might not get everything correct here. Oh gosh. Actually, now that I think about it, hey, found a use for it. So I do get to show it off. He's holding a shotgun too, which I can use. Is there a scientist around here? No, the next one I believe. This box has some gas grenades, so you have weapons you can actually use, and the test tubes there. Handy to have. Coming back down here spawns in more guys. Or is it going down this way? Or at least finishing both spawns in more guys, so be wary of the hallway whenever you're moving around. There's 3 scientists here. Can I use the gas grenades? Or they can just... One of these guys has a gun as well, so I have to be very careful. Perfect. You can just shoot at them with a PK or something, but using the gas grenades is faster, but you have to wait until the gas runs out. Use a flak jacket and PK ammo. Perfect. Now is when we have enemies spawning in. You're able to see them in the hallway. Just barely, though. And now that we have the card key, we can go past that door. And that's pretty much the crux of this mission. Did I get both of them? I did. Perfect. Yeah, that one guy is can't really get to. I think I used the combat shotgun before, but not the regular shotgun, which is kind of funny. So I might as well use it here. It's good to at least show off every weapon at least once, so you get to get a feeling of what it's like. There's a good variety of weapons in this level, or in this mission arc, so you'll never be without a good, powerful weapon. And depending on where we go in here... Okay, it's not it just yet. The neat thing about these chandeliers is that even though you have them as an option for yourself, enemies will never really use them on you. I don't think there's anyone down here anyway. Should not have done it like that. And we're out of 9mm ammo. Probably should have just used the PK. Oh well. This mission doesn't really require stealth anyway. Whoa, where'd you come from? Thankfully you can't hit me. If I can... There we go. Take out this guy too. And then there's one guy who comes in this way. I don't think he has flak. At least I'm not certain if he does. Use a shotgun just in case. Do not mean to climb that, because if you climb and go down there, you will flipping die. There's no way to go down. Or there's no bottom down there. Thankfully, most of these enemies, or most of the scientists, don't have any weapons. A few do, but the majority don't. So if you manage to catch one, they will do this. And you can just take them out there. You are required to take them out. You cannot spare any because that's not part of the objectives. And is there anything back here or just the one scientist? Looks like just him. This will probably be among the longer videos for this series, solely because this mission, as I keep saying, is long. And one more quirk about these windows, because they're meant to just be a barrier you can just walk through, you can aim right through them, which you can use to take down enemies as well. The other one is where we're supposed to go, and I believe there's a little goodie for us in here. There we go, there's an armor eater. Thankfully it's max ammo as well. So that armor eater, the K through G4, is very useful in this level. Not right now, unless you want to use it right now, but it's very handy to have because in the next mission, there will be more enemies that have armor in a row, so it's really good to have. And I believe the reason why it's very good to have is because starting in that next mission, practically every enemy has flak jacket. There's only this guy in here, and then two guys spawn in this way. Okay, just eat all my armor. I will just get it right back. Ah!
Help me.
2 more guys, and then however many scientists are left. But yeah, starting next mission, not every enemy will have Flak Jacket, but you have to treat every enemy as if they do. Because 9 times out of 10, they will. There's the card key, and thankfully a checkpoint. Not that much longer. Typically, by the time you get to the last scientists and the last test subject, you will have a straight shot to the end. In this library room, there is one more weapon that's really good to have. Okay. The G18, that's what I was referring to, but there's a box of it, I believe, up here somewhere. This guy. Where is he? I think I have to go to the top up here to take him out. There's 2 more guys in this area, I believe, as well. Can you stop moving? There we go. And then these guys show up. Okay. And this guy should be the last one. In this room, at least. And there we go. So now we can finally grab this box up here. I think this is just more G18 ammo. And that guy had Flak Jacket, so I can get my health back. And we are good. Switch to the G18 actually. There's a lot more ammo we can use. Never mind, that guy had Flak Jacket. So yeah, we're at a point now where a lot more enemies will have armor. Because at this point, we're not that far from the end. It's still definitely the midway point, because this is around the midway point of the whole game. However, this is where hard mode really takes its shape as, well, hard mode. Enemies are now very accurate. The weapons will deal a lot more damage to you because of their accuracy. Okay. I can't really... Oh god. Yeah, I can't hit this guy without going up there. It's a shotgun. I think I am better off going in distance, because he just stepped back too. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of situations like that where you just have to get hit. Well, I don't want to say have to get hit, but you can't avoid dealing with enemies like that, where you're going to be in a situation where you're most likely going to be injured. Especially for one moment at the towards the end of the game. I will point this out when we get there. Of course, he ducked right there. Wait, this wasn't that still the head? Or is that technically a leg shot? What's this? Oh god. Okay. Yeah, Flak Jacket. It's not gonna put me back onto full health, but it's close enough. How much 45 ammo do I have? 30. Stick to the G18 for now. This guy had flak, which I will gladly take. And one more test subject. Okay. Oh god. there's always going to be enemies that roll at you as well, in all 3 games. The fact that a lot of these guys have armor is definitely going to be noticeable in the 3rd mission in this arc, and this guy has a gun. I think there's some guy behind me as well. Thankfully, the scientist does have armor, so I can take his. 1 scientist and 1 test subject. Perfect, perfect. More armor? Okay. Now, past that chandelier, there are enemies, but I think they don't spawn until you go up here. So now we can shoot at this. If I can. Kind of a waste of armor in case they had it, but I don't think they had armor. And then 1 guy comes in from behind, I believe. No. Never mind, I was right. And he had a shotgun too, so that guy knew what he was doing. I think this is the same kind of thing, same kind of deal. Yeah, in hard mode, these enemies are relentless. Normal mode, they can be not as bad, but they're at a point where you still need to be wary of them, but it's tolerable on normal mode. And that's the last scientist, and this is where the armor reader is, the other one. I think this guy does have flak. He does not. And there's always 1 guy trying to get you from behind too. You can barely see it, but there is a box up here with more K through G4 ammo. So in case you missed the first one, there's some down here too. I didn't get the armor. And there's still more flak jacket. So when I needed it, it wasn't there. But now that I don't need it, there it is. And it's good to have the armor reader now and some flak jacket there as well, because this section can be very difficult. I believe it's 4 or 3 guys, all with PK, and all wearing flak jacket. So yeah, that's hard mode for you. Otherwise, you have to aim for the head, which is not a fun time. I'm back at max PK, so I'm going to go back to that. Gotta save the arm reader ammo for when I really need it. Because I kind of used it recklessly before getting some more ammo for it. This little section right here, unlock the door. The door has just blocked a path. You can go back and get what we just missed. See, that guy, that was a headshot. I have max 45 ammo too, so that's good. So I'm not without ammo for a good weapon. Best to go down normally this way. Don't remember how many enemies are here. If you go up this section, you can go into the blocked path that we just blocked. Redundancy. And by doing so, we can get an M79. Very good to have. Don't really think I'll need it. If I do need it, perfect. If not, oh well. I doubt I'll really use it though, because just like the last time, I didn't really use the M79 I got. Maybe just one time, just because it was just show it off. But normally you don't really need the M79. It's overpowered. And thankfully this guy can't see me, but we can see him. But yeah, the M79 is just a fun little novelty weapon in this game that's just meant to be overpowered. This guy knows we're here now. And we're actually at the end of the level. that elevator down is the end. And of course this guy wants it difficult. Come on out, guy. I will gladly take your flak jacket, though. Back at full health. I think there's some more armor over here as well. No, just gas grenades, which I'll take anyway. I think that leaves us at 10, which is full ammo. And that is the end of this mission. Oh, wait. Wait, I forgot the last test subject. Oh, fun times. Yeah, so, with 1 or 2 missions, the objectives will be like that, where the last test subject will be out of the way. So I do apologize for that inconvenience. And I'm stupid. But yeah, sometimes that last test subject will be out of the way, so you really need to keep your eyes out for them. If I can remember where they are exactly, though. Because they're never going to be on laying down like that. Oh god. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Thankfully, we do have these guys with armor. And there was some more armor there too, so while I messed up, it wasn't a fatal error. And that's why I like having the K3G4. Now, where's this last test subject? And how far do I have to backtrack? Backtracking like this doesn't usually spawn any more enemies. Once they're down for good. There's only some cases where respawning enemies do occur. And I'm sorry, but I have to reset here, because these missions are difficult, and having no armor and no health will leave you dead. So that's where I just was with the with that. And because he was over here, that means he's gonna spawn again. We were doing just fine before. Douche. So now I have to find this guy. Wherever he is. Unless I just didn't give it to the one guy that was here. But once you give a test subject the antigen, they disappear if you ever have to go back to that area. Which means it's most likely that I have to go all the way back to the beginning. So instead, I'm just gonna pause and I'll come back when I find the guy. So give me 1 minute. Surprise! Here he is, in the beginning of the level. And because of that, that is my new checkpoint, which overwrites the previous checkpoint, which means I have to go all the way back to the end. So I will see you guys back in the end of the level again. Give me a minute. And we're back. At least on the bright side, I still have more armor ammo and I don't need to waste it anymore. And as soon as I go up here, this guy will spawn. And thankfully, there's a box of flak jacket right there. This means... well, so, not only do I get this back, but there's also the 4 guys that were in... well, not 4, I think there's only just 3 of them. There were the 3 guys in that next room. And... the... what was it? 3 guys there, the M79, and then the 2 guys in the end. So thankfully it's not that much, but just the fact that it happened at all is rather disgraceful on my end. I should have known what was coming. I should have been more prepared for it. and I should have paid more attention to making sure that I got both of those guys taken care of. Not just the one that I skipped over. But, learning experience, and it goes to show that even that overconfidence is bad, especially in a game like this, and how even though I know most of this game, there's still some things I mess up on. But, that's then. This is now. Now we can finally end the mission properly. I guess my major disappointment is not the fact that I had to go all the way back, but having to restart that whole... restart from the last checkpoint, because I don't like doing that in general, but I feel like I need to in this case, because being in a situation with no health in this area is very dangerous, especially with these enemies being so accurate, with them having these strong weapons. It's not safe, especially because of the difficulty of the mission that ends this strand. And it's just these two guys, thankfully. Alright, number 2. Okay. He still wants to be difficult. Okay. Now, we're done. We're half an hour. I'm really sorry about that, guys. And we're not even done with the Stronghold yet. Well, another shameful display on my end, but what can you do? And the next mission is the Stronghold lower levels.